So, oh man, it's dramatic. Almost.
Because there were events. There were events that were involved.
Oh man, yeah. So we it's funny because we were actually planning on doing an R&B showcase at South by Southwest.
Yeah.
That was coming up in March. I think we started kind of hearing, just like effects of COVID like around February, right? Like that time frame. But at least for me personally, I was thinking it was just, it's kind of like swine flu or like, what I'm saying? Like it was like something that'll come and just kind of pass over. So I want to say late February, early March, we got word from our connect that we were going to collaborate with at South by that they're not even doing the festival, at least in person.
Okay.
And then we were hearing rumors of like, South by is like laying off all these staff members. And So
everything was hitting the fan.
Exactly. Yeah. But it was a good thing too because, it
was good that you guys were aware of what was happening.
Exactly, because we were about to start signing contracts with management. We were about to start getting flights for these artists and like setting up lodging and everything.
A lot of money was about to be spent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we got word and it was like, oh, okay.
We might need to be careful.
Right.
Yeah.
But then it started like, I think when March hit, that's when really like, people started going to panic mode. That's when things started getting shut down, lockdowns, and then it was like, okay, like I think we're gonna need to kind of pivot here because for one, we're not gonna be able to do events now, but we still need to find a way to like keep building the brand and find a way to get some money too.
Yeah.
So we kind of started leaning into more of the apparel direction at that moment.
So you guys leaned in early.
Say it again.
You guys started leaning in early, making plans for the plans.
Correct.
Happening.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So we started leaning into the apparel and everything during that time period, and then it was just like, you know what? Just looking down the road, like you gotta find a way to make your livelihood no matter what. So we started thinking about like what is something that's gonna be a little more dependable than like the event scene.
Yeah.
Because like even during the lockdown, people were still spending money. It just wasn't on going out.
Yeah.
So we were trying to like think of like,
how
okay,
can we bring it to them?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's kind of when we started leaning more into like the apparel direction. And we did the online thing for a little bit, and that's, I don't know, that got a little complicated and convoluted because
tell us how it got complicated.
I'd say it was really like we were trying to figure out the Facebook ad thing.
Okay.
And
tell me more about that because I know we had some personal talks about Facebook and the Facebook ad and the program.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's almost like they got. I don't know. It's almost like they got us in a strangle because like you have to pay money to like get the ads.
Yeah. And
the more money that you pay, the more technically, like you'll get more exposure, more
your reach.
Exactly, you'll get your product in front of the people that you're aiming to do that. But the thing is, it's not just like a cookie cutter 1 + 1 = 2 type of thing. There's all these variables and
there's math behind the math.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? Like,
up front.
And you got to do all this research and you got to like do all this testing and all these experiments, and all of that is costing money at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's just like
they don't let you know that you basically need 3 months of testing before they could have you tap into the market that you would like to reach to, even though you already know your market is and where they're located.
Exactly.
But the LiDAR system doesn't work like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we was like, banging our heads against the wall trying to figure this thing out, and then it just got to a point where it's just like, you know what, man? I feel like we should probably just like, get it out the trunk type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you know what? We just gonna go hand in hands type. You know what I'm saying? Like just get right back in people's faces and offer the product and see how they respond. Really, because we spending
bread.
a lot.
Real bread.
We spent a lot on the events, and we spent pretty good amount on the ads. So it's just like, man, we got to figure something out. You know what I'm saying? So, Yeah, we're at a point now where it's just like we're just gonna go ahead and try and get more like in front of people with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, out the trunk, like just try and just get it more like into the communities and into the streets like that. But
how has it been trying to get it in front of people?